baritones, what's going on, y'all? I am Jaren. I am back with another vocal analysis, vocal breakdown, vocal discussion. I'm back with another one of those, whatever you want to call it. I'm back with one. And also, I'm a voice teacher, voice consultant, and speech trainer. I always forget to say that stuff too. But anyway, I am back with another vocal breakdown, and I wanted to get to this because I wanted to start to talk about more worship teams and worship ministries, as well as many other types of voices and groups and things that I talk about here. I don't get to a lot of these, so I wanted to get to this one, and I heard this one on Instagram a little while ago, and I was like, this is a beautiful song. And I said, I want to talk about what they're doing because it's a beautiful take on this beautiful song, because they're doing some great vocal things on this song, very simple but yet very powerful vocal things. And these tiny details, especially in choir settings, really, really matter. So I wanted to get to this, y'all. So y'all, let's watch it together. It's interesting, they said blessed assurance. We would normally say, well, at least I would say, blessed assurance. That's how I would say it. Jesus is mine. But they did blessed assurance. So they kind of brought the vowel more that way versus assurance versus like what I would do. So they just close the vowel a little bit. He's been my fourth man in the fire, time after time. And they're all using this breathy quality. Fourth man in the fire, time after time. They all have this breathy, light quality to their voice. Born of his spirit, washed in his blood, and what he did for me on Calvary is more than enough. I also think that not only they have this breathy quality, but there's almost a raised larynx, so it has a bright breathy quality. More than enough instead of more than enough. You see the difference when I raise the larynx? More than enough, more than enough. There's a slight brightness that's added to the quality of the voice by raising the larynx just a little bit. It's not a big difference. There's a small difference when you do that. And so I think that's what they were doing there. I think a lot of them have just a naturally more raised, brighter sound by way of their raised larynx position. And so they have this brighter undertone to the breathiness. It's not loud, but it's still bright. Bright and loud are not synonymous. No. I can have a bright voice and still be soft, or I can have a more darker sound and still be loud. They can go all kinds of ways, okay? It's not a limit to, if I'm bright, I must be loud. No. A lot of times you hear people using bright, tones and bright things and using ways to brighten up their voice to be loud, yes. But here, they're bright, but they're soft. More than enough. So you see, I kind of have that smile, and that raised larynx sound. More than enough. Almost like breathy chipmunk. More than enough. Yeah. I trust in God, my Savior. Savior. See, I would say Savior alone. Like Savior or Savior. Something like that. I would do something like that. But they did Savior the one. So they really leaned into that R color. Really lean into the OR of Savior. Savior one. Yeah, you see the difference? They really leaned into that consonant and to that vowel of OR. Or Savior. Who will never fail. He will never fail. Even in the harmony, they have this breathy, light, yet bright quality. Fail. He will never fail. Yeah, it really sounds good with the acoustics of the stairway and the guitar and just the intimacy of the presentation therein. This breathy, light, bright quality gives a great texture to the emoting and to the presenting of the song.
I trust in God, my Savior, the one.
And it's almost like their ending consonants are kind of soft. I trust in God. It wasn't God. No. It wasn't even God. It wasn't even that soft. It was softer. It was God, my Savior, the one. See what I'm saying? So it's that one. It's not even that. It's soft. A lot of these ending consonants on the phrases or on the vocal lines, not necessarily each word, but each vocal line, each ending of the vocal line is a softer consonant. In most cases in the song.
Who will never fail. He will never fail.
He will never fail. A little swell. He will never fail. With the vocal slide. He will never fail. You see what I'm saying? He will never fail. Okay?
I sought the Lord, and he heard, and he answered. I sought the Lord, and he heard, and he answered.
They really lean into these R sounds. I sought the Lord, and he heard, and he answered. You know, I would probably soften the R if it was up to me, like in my brain, how I would naturally say it, unless I was told to say it like this. Then that's a different, story. But naturally, I would go more, I sought the Lord, and he heard, and he answered. I sought. See, that's how I would naturally sing it, just by habit. But here, they're really leaning into the R sounds. I sought the Lord, and he heard, and he answered. And that's the stylistic thing that they chose to do. So those R's are heard on each of those words. And each of those words were, I saw the Lord, and he heard, and he answered. Okay?
I sought the Lord, and he heard, and he answered. That's why I trust him. That's why I trust him. I sought the Lord, and he heard, and he answered.
So the vibrato is added on the last syllable of answered. I sought the Lord, and he heard, and he answered. I sought the Lord, and he heard, and he answered. I sought the Lord. You see what I'm saying? So the vibrato is added at the very end of answered when they add the last syllable right there.
I sought the Lord, and he heard, and he answered. That's why I trust him. That's why I trust in God.
You see their mouths? That's why I trust him. That's why. Again, that smile is giving that brightness, that bright, breathy, light quality. That smile is helping that too. So not only is it a raised larynx, maybe some of them using a raised larynx, not only a raised larynx, but now a smile. I sought the Lord. That's why I trust him. That's why I trust him. These little small changes, smile, raised larynx, can make huge differences in your sound in terms of maybe volume, definitely quality and resonance or texture, but possibly volume and stuff like that too. Because brightness can give the illusion of power, okay? Brightness can give the illusion of power and kind of give a cheat code to power without actually having to raise volume and push more. If you brighten up the sound, it's going to be perceived in a way as power to our ears. So remember that we're trying to get thicker or more beefy, louder. Maybe if I go brighter, that can help too. It'll help make the sound more pingy and make the sound more attacky. So to our ears, it can be interpreted, even though your sound is just brighter, we hear more power because with the brightness comes more vocal, or sound presence, if you will.
Savior, the one.
Savior, the one. Vocal throw right there.
Who will never fail. That's why I trust him. That's why I trust in God. Who
those O's. Oh, it's almost like a drop jaw. Oh, almost like a little more of a hooty quality. Instead of hoo hoo, it's oh, but it still has that hoo hoo. Oh, so the jaw's a little bit down. Oh, oh, you can see some of the jaws in their mouths. Oh, it has that hooty quality in there. And there's some polyphony going on in here too. You know, they kind of have the motifs of the song kind of mixed in with this polyphony moment happening here, this special, this vamp, whatever you want to call it. But vamps are oftentimes, especially when you have special vamps, you know, with each part doing something different, is polyphony. It's literally the definition of polyphony right here. You know, so the themes may be, or maybe it could be a fugue, not that I'm thinking about it, depending on the type of vamp it is, the type of special it is. But there is polyphony. I mean, a fugue is polyphony too, you know, so there is polyphony definitely going on when you have parts like this, you know, when you have each voice part doing something independently. Literally the book definition of polyphony. It's happening here.
That's why I trust him. That's why I trust in God.
If you enjoyed this analysis, click subscribe down below to click the alert button next week so you know when the next video is posted. And give this a thumbs up as well so we can get out to more people if you don't mind. And as I will always continue to say to you, be vocally bold, creative, and aware, but most of all, be vocally you. I love you so much. I'll see you soon.